So a year ago at this time, it was wondering if you were going to see the field. Now it's exactly how much. You're obviously going to be a key part of this defense. Just talk about how this camp has been.
This camp was, I'd say, very challenging. Coaches expected different things out of me this year, so I'm trying to show them that I can do those different things this year. So working hard in practice and stuff like that. So just trying to make it through. It was a very tough camp this year.
So higher expectations from the coaches means a little less leniency if something goes wrong. Is that kind of the way it's been?
Yeah, like in the beginning, everything was good, and then towards the middle, they expected a lot more, and then so I just had to go out there and show them that I can do what they want me to do.
Has it been more of a physical challenge, or maybe more of a mental challenge of just knowing everything that's expected and getting it done?
I believe it was more of a mental challenge, that they wanted me to become more mentally strong and push through a lot more things, stuff like that. So,
what do you have to do in the next week and a half to get where you want to be and ready to play against UTSA?
I just gotta go out there and practice hard, give my all every play in practice, get better, watch film, study a little more, and just become an overall better football player and a smarter football player within these next 10 days.
You're in a kind of odd position where you're one of the younger guys on the team, but yet you're one of the more experienced guys at your position. Do you have to take a leadership role with the corners, or do you let a guy like Devontae, who's maybe newer to the job than you, but who's older, kind of take that role?
We don't really need a leader like that. We all just try to lead by example. Go out there and just perform. We don't need the guy to go out there and yell at people or nothing like that. We just go out there and try and lead by example and try and help each other. Everybody tries to help each other. But you didn't break right on this. You stepped wide, or you stepped in the bucket, and stuff like that. Everybody tries to help each other out in our group, because we're just that tight of a family right now.
Last year, you got your hands on a couple balls and showed that you can do some things after the pick. How important is it to not only force turnovers, but when you do force those turnovers, make something happen?
It's very important, because if you get an interception, you want to put your offense even in a better position than what they were in before. Just like catching the ball in the 30 and then try and run it to the 50 and give them a short drive, put them in scoring position. But it's very important, because it just shows what you can do with the ball and shows that you're a playmaker.
Has it been a challenge having, basically with the exception of Will, kind of all new guys in that defensive backfield? You guys still getting a feel for each other, or is it kind of starting to gel?
It's been gelling, I believe, because it's not like guys are new, but they just haven't really started games. Jamal Allah, he played a lot last year. Tellis Jones, he played a lot last year as well. And just having those guys together, I believe we're gelling right now, and we're just going out there trying to get better every day.
A lot of people might look at the fact that not a lot of guys have started, but obviously, you can even throw in some other guys with experience. Is this group deep, and are they talented, and maybe more than people on the outside looking in think?
I believe we're very deep and more talented than what people give us credit for, And just for instance, the corner position is me, Devontae, Devin Holiday, Sammy Morris, and Jace Whitaker, and other guys like that. And we're just deeper than what people give us credit for. People don't really know right now. So, but when push comes to shove, I believe our depth will play a role this year in our defense.
Maybe it's some of those guys at corner that people haven't seen. Who are some guys turning some heads, and what do they do well?
Like Devin Holiday, he's just a good corner. He's a year above me. He played as a freshman as well. And he does a lot of things well. He recognizes the defense. He pays close attention to it, and just like all the other corners do as well.
Now that you've been through it for a year, you've experienced it. What's it like being on that field, being a Tucson guy out there in front of a lot of the hometown people?
It feels good, being from Tucson, playing in Tucson, in front of Tucson native people. So that's always a good thing. Because my family gets to come see me play every week. Friends get to come see me play, and just like having that moral support behind me is just always a positive feeling.
Is it a positive support, or there's some pressure too, because everyone's been reading about you for 3-4 years after your career at South Point?
There's always pressure to whatever you do, you know. So, but I try to put that aside, you know, and not really get too worked up on it, you know. So like I just try to put it to the side and not really worry about the outside pressure.
Thank you.